Today I'm going to be looking at some Canadian memes. This is Meanwhile in Canada memes that perfectly reflect the country. You can tell me if you think these perfectly reflect Canada. You see the first one here, a car fainted after seeing the price of gas. Is gas really that expensive in Canada? I mean, that's in a bad way no matter what happened to it. It actually looks like a British petrol station. Meanwhile in Canada, the annual meeting of the Summer Tyres Club. Do some people really forget to put on their winter tyres? Oh, come on now, that is quite Canadian. A moose, is that a Canada Goose on a moose? It even rhymes. I mean, that's just majestic, really. Just speed up a bit, you got this. That is, that is that Canadian positivity. I like that, man. I mean, that's obviously coincidentally placed. What even happened here, man? Is that some sort of sinkhole construction work? What is going on there? Okay, here we go. What's this? Dogs are welcome in this hotel. We never had a dog that smoked in the bed and set fire to the blankets. That's probably true. We never had a dog that stole our towels and played the TV too loud, or had a noisy fight with his travelling companion. We never had a dog that got drunk and broke up the furniture. So if you're a dog, if your dog can vouch for you, you're welcome too. I mean, that actually just makes us humans look very bad. It's all very true. That's not just Canada, that's everywhere. People can't help themselves. Dogs are always just good boys, man. That's a very interesting sign, but Halloween special. A guy named Eric Lynn captured these photos of an owl at his parents' house. He's stolen a child's stick horse and is flying around the neighbourhood with it. Jeez, that is quite scary, man. Yeah, especially if that's Halloween as well. If it's if that's just a normal time of the year, that would be even scarier, just seeing a horse's head in a tree. How Canadians confuse the world. We measure outside temperature in Celsius and oven temperature in Fahrenheit. Is that true? I think in the UK we do Celsius and Celsius, but I'm just glad to see Celsius for temperature. I don't understand Fahrenheit. Length in metres and our height in feet. Yeah, we do that in UK as well. Cheese is weighed in kilograms, but people are in pounds. I've never noticed how cheese is weighed. We speak like Americans, spell like Brits, and randomly throw in French words. I mean, that's one of the things I like about Canada, man. Very unique. Canadian Memorial Centre for Peace. If you are more fortunate than others, build a longer table, not a taller fence. That's a brilliant mentality. Show that to Trump, man. Just bought my first live Christmas tree. The guy told me if I give it a lot of light and water, he would come back in February and haul it away. He's such a nice young man. Yes, there we go, man. That is a Merry Christmas. Happy days. Today is the most sacred day in the cat calendar. I don't understand that one. What day is it? Is there like a special day for cats? Chatham, Kent has named it snowplows. There are times I love being Canadian. Okay, some of these blizzards. We do this in Scotland as well. I think it's actually, we don't have snowplows. We have something called gritters. It's like big vehicles like that, but they spit out all that. It's like sandy grit. They call it salt sometimes. I would guess you probably got them in Canada as well, and then they put it all over the road. But they name them as well. Sled Zeppelin, Buzz Ice Clear, nice. Flurious, George, School's Not Cancelled, Snowby One Kenobi. Brilliant, man, really good. Tell me, yeah, man, if there's any other funny ones that you've seen in your area. Ah, finally. Okay, I don't get that one. Tell me, explain that one to me. The spring comes from where? It's too cold for the rabbit. Even in Easter, man, you still got snow that deep. Santa has to fill in. Don't spring into garden cleanup too soon. Wait until temperatures are consistently above 10 degrees Celsius. Many butterflies, bees and other pollinators currently wintering in dead leaves. Yeah, man, that's how long the Canadian winter is. Canadian archaeological dig. Brilliant. We're experiencing heavy snow. That's adorable. Looks like spring. I mean, if it's that snow in the UK, the country shuts down, man. Everybody goes mad. All the buses, trains, everything is done for, man. In Canada, friends with benefits means neighbours who have snowblowers. Nice. That actually looks fun. I've never used a snowblower before. Never really had the requirement for it. The need. Driving distance isn't really measured in kilometres. When you talk to people, it's measured in time. Tourists, how far is Calgary? About 6 hours. We do that in the UK as well. I feel like such a strong connection between UK and Canada. Classic Canadian 5-step goodbye. First goodbye inside the house, second goodbye at the door, hugging the driveway, one sitting in the car, window rolled down, waving as driving away. Yeah, man. And Angel has asked God what he was doing, making Canadians. He said, "Oh, they're so nice," said the Angel. "Oh yeah, watch this," as he dropped a hockey puck. That's true, man. That's actually an interesting difference. Can be the nicest people all year long, get on the hockey rink, and just that's when you see some big hits, big tackles, some amazing fights as well. Shubenacadie. Meanwhile, in Canada, two American tourists were driving through Nova Scotia, Canada. As they were approaching Shubenacadie, they started arguing about the pronunciation of the town's name. They argued back and forth until they stopped for lunch. As they stood at the counter, one tourist asked the employee, "Before we order, could you please settle an argument for us? Would you please pronounce where we are very slowly?" The waitress leaned over the counter and said, "Tim Hortons." Very good, man. Shubenacadie. Okay, man, that's actually quite a satisfying word to say. Shubenacadie. What's the most difficult to pronounce place name in Canada? There must be some relatively difficult places. My favourite season is when all the mosquitoes are dead. Me too. Living in Malaysia, mosquitoes are an absolute nightmare. Why do I live where it gets so cold? Oh yeah, that's why. Oof. That is absolutely frightening also. So for driving so close, sorry for driving so close, so close in front of you. That apology. First 10 degrees Celsius in November, 10 degrees in April. If the Titanic was filmed in Canada, wow. When you can't go to Europe. So these are place names in Ontario. I've heard of London, Ontario, Dublin, Brussels, Lisbon, Paris. Got Hamilton. Hamilton's a small town in Scotland as well. According to my chocolate advent calendar, Christmas is tomorrow. I can't really tell any other day. Snoopy, that's actually quite impressive. My kid would love that, man. A moose. If Jaws was filmed in Canada. Oh man, how deep is that? Today is Thanksgiving Day in Canada, a day reserved for Canadians to give thanks that they are not as. Michael Moore, I'm a rodent, not a meteorologist. I'm a rodent, not a meteorologist. Tell me more about that one. Oh great, lizard warning, 4 AM Saturday on Sunday. How Canadians see each other. Okay, this is an interesting one. British Columbia, all the hippies. Yukon, Gold, Alberta. Is that what Albertans are like? Is it like, what do you call those? Is it rednecks in America, in the USA? Northwest Territories, Saskatchewan is, what do you call these things again? Like, see them in like cowboy movies and all that? Don't really know what that is. Manitoba, snowy. Ontario, hard-working businessman. Nunavut got the igloo. Quebec, I mean, if you're from Quebec, is that offensive? That is stereotypically French. New Brunswick got a moose again. Nova Scotia, fishermen. Prince Edward Island is potatoes. Newfoundland and Labrador, what is that? Is that, what kind of meat is that on that sandwich? It does look nice. Looks like a big chunk of meat. Mother Nature has the best crayon box. Very beautiful, man. So many colours. Skull of a Canadian mosquito. Wow, man. That could give me nightmares. What is that from? People in the UK drive on the left. Canadians drive on what's left. What's left? The drive on what's left. Wow, it's actually a good shot. Catch the shadows of those. Is that deer or moose? Welcome to spring, where no matter what jacket you pick, you're wrong. Same as Scotland as well, definitely. Can't predict the weather. Meanwhile in Canada, cutting the grass in the snow. It's dedication. Whoever is praying for snow, please stop. Wow, nice. Even the churches have got humour as well. Just picked up my Christmas tree from IKEA. It's going to be a long night. DIY. Restaurant owners must maintain clean kitchens. You have to scoop your dog's poop. You can't send a child with lice or chickenpox to school. You can't drive drunk or light a fire in the hallway of an apartment building. Public health has always come before personal freedoms. Mosquitoes in Canada. Are mosquitoes in Canada really that prevalent? Guess it must be during the summer. Why are they even allowed? Red squirrels drive slowly. People who live in the far north regions of the world where glare from the snow is blinding carved the earliest sunglasses made out of whale bones and antlers to protect their eyes. The oldest pair was found in Canada and date back. Is that true? They actually look like they were real. Spring, nope. Sometimes I find Canadian stereotypes a bit annoying, but then I remember we literally drizzle maple syrup on fresh snow and eat it with a stick. That is uniquely Canadian. I would love to try that. I love maple syrup. Spring forward, how freaking far did you move it? Frog parking only, all others will be towed. Yeah, I get it. That's very good. Frog parking. Meanwhile in Canada, and I guess when it snows so much you can be that creative with the snow. That and the Snoopy are very good. Parking in Canada, I found a spot. How did I even get on there? How to write good. Avoid alliteration, always. Prepositions are not words to end sentences with. Avoid cliches like the plague, they're old hat. Comparisons are as bad as cliches. Be more or less specific. Writers should never generalise. 7. Be consistent. Okay. 8. Don't be redundant. Don't use more words than necessary. It's highly superfluous. 9. Who needs rhetorical questions? Exaggeration is a billion times worse than an understatement. Brilliant, man. Really like that. Clever use of the English language throughout. I like how it's called How to Write Good. Breaking news, determined Canadian attempts to build border wall. Understanding Canadians, yeah, no, no. Yeah, no, for sure, yes. Yeah, no, for sure. Sounds kind of Irish actually. Canadian survival tips, walk away slowly, be as loud as possible, freeze, run for your life. Is that all true? I need to know that just in case I do go to Canada. Meanwhile in Canada, swear jar, saying sorry unnecessarily jar. In Canada, we like to play a game called I Hope This Is a Parking Spot. Yeah, man, that is dangerous. Hopefully there's no pond or lake or something like that. Every Canadian when the sun finally comes out. Excellent stuff. Tell me if you're from Canada, do you relate to them? Are they fair? Is there anything that's unfair there? What do you think about them? Thanks.